Let's go. Let's go.
People, Deluded, I'm back again. I'm here with my good mate. Introduce yourself, my guy. Not that they
Come
don't know
on.
you already.
You must know me by now, sir. I got an IKEA bag in the back. Come on.
Hey, it's the real man.
Hey. Frimpon at acres, yeah? And guess what? Man got Partey, cuz.
Hey. Hey,
mad?
come on. Hey, your headphones, so something happened to your headphones when you moved back, you know? Yeah, something happened to your headphones, bro.
Hello.
Yeah, you're good without them.
Listen, I told you about this technology thing, bro. I'm terrible.
Join me, mistakes I make on YouTube. I try so hard to pat it. I'm trying, boy. But like you said, let's jump into it. We signed Partey. We got your Ghanaian brother. Talk to me, bro, man. Don't hold back, man. What are you saying for this guy?
You know, it's not even the fact that we signed another Ghanaian brother. It's the fact that I feel like finally we have replaced Vieira.
Hey, slow down, bro. I feel you, but hey, slow down.
Finally, bro. They tried to use the Nelson. They tried to use all these dead players to try to replace this Vieira done. Yeah, tried to throw flipping Song in there. Yeah, it didn't work. Now they got the real Vieira. I'm really hoping that he comes good because he's repping us now. Like Frimpon couldn't do it. My namesake couldn't do it. I wish he could have done it because man could have rid off him. Man could have rid off him.
Yeah, man could have went clear off that.
I was like, hey, a Frimpon played for Arsenal. Don't piss me off. Hey. But obviously, it didn't go too well for him. He did his thing. Like, I love the fact that he didn't let Nasri get onto him and show Nasri the levels. But yeah, we finally got I feel like we got a player that can do the job that Vieira was doing. Or even like Gilberto. Like them sort of players, isn't it?
At the minimum.
Yeah, to do the dirty work and then just let the other guys flourish. Get the ball back, give it to him. Let Sabais do his thing. Let flipping Aubameyang do his thing. And yeah, it's just so much better that he's a Ghanaian, so I can rep him fully. You know,
exactly like you said, fam. Like Tottenham Hyro's gonna go off with that man makes his debut, fam. It's gonna be lit.
So the thing is, I was talking to my bedroom. She's a Tottenham fan, innit? And she said she wants a Ghanaian at Tottenham, bruv. She wants to start a Walkers. Yeah, because I was upset. You know what I was upset about? I remember Essien. Essien was linked to come to the Premier League. I was like, Arsenal need to go get this guy, bruv. We need Essien. And when he went to Chelsea, I was heartbroken, bruv. Because I rep my Ghanaians, innit? But man plays for Chelsea, cuz.
He just stabbed you in the heart.
Even it got to a point where my auntie was like, "Oh, I'm gonna make my son support Chelsea because of." I said, "Don't do that to me, bruv. Nah, you're not letting my cousin support that team because of this Essien. You forget that." But we've got a Ghanaian now, and I'm excited, man. I'm upset it's a flipping international break, to be honest. I want to go now, bruv.
You reckon he'll play against City? Speaking of international break,
who knows? He played against Atletico, innit? It depends how much training he gets.
He played against Villarreal, yeah. He played against his last game was Villarreal.
It depends
how train with the boys in that.
Say again?
How long would he get to train with the boys in that? Like his new team?
That's the thing. If it's like 1-2 days, then he might have to see it out. But we can't go into the match with El Neni, cuz.
To be fair, Nenny's done his thing this season.
Yeah, but against Fulham, against Sheffield United.
To be fair, Community Shield. Even when we look rugby at Anfield on Monday, he was the one of them that looked correct. Like he's capped, he can only go so far.
He's not rubber, but
I'm
scared that when you put him against a better team, he might get found out.
He'll get eaten alive. It's levels. He's good for the squad and that, but it's all right. What's the key thing? I know you touched on Vieira, but what's the one key asset that your happy Partey is going to bring if you had to nail it down to one? Because for me, it's a composing athletic figure to go with technical abilities in the middle of the pot.
That, and also I just feel like he's the guy kind of like what Terrero does when he wins that back the ball. What's happened? What are you smiling at? It's Turkish. Yes, my G, guys. Hey. Yeah, I'll take that. If he's half Turkish, we'll have him, bro. We'll celebrate together.
Hey.
But yeah, I just feel like he's gonna bring that steel as well. That kind of that flipping spine that we've always been talking about. We've got the Gabriel guy, and now we've got the middle guy in the park that can just clean up stuff. And also, I'm hearing he's a good box to box, so you can chip in with attack as well.
Abilities. He's got good.
You know what I mean? So that's what I feel like we needed because I feel like with Xhaka, I know people are gonna flip in, get at me. What he's not. I'm not saying that he's this player. I'm not saying that he's this player. But with Xhaka is in the mode of Xabi Alonso. He's not Xabi Alonso.
But I see the angle based on. I see where you're getting at. Like people will say the names and like what he's trying to do on the pitch.
Yeah, but people thought we brought him to basically bully the midfield, get the ball back, smack it. Nah, he gets the ball, sets it to the other attackers. That's what Alonso used to do. So I feel like with Partey, he's gonna take that job away from Xhaka, and man's gonna flourish.
Do you reckon? Do you reckon? Because I'm keen to see that, and I agree. But on one hand, I saw an article in The Athletic, and they were saying that apparently when we tried to sign Partey 2 years ago, and there was talks, he actually name dropped Xhaka, or his advisor did, and said, you know, they'd like to play together. And it's an interesting one because I think it's about some part.
Like I feel like they'll play together, which will kind of alleviate Xhaka from the defensive duties, innit? Why man say he's logging out? Why are you logging out, Turkish, bro? He just got it.
Turkish is killing me. He's doing me day.
You know, I know he doesn't like Xhaka, innit? But we're here now, innit? The players
we're at.
Yeah, so we got to play with what we got. But yeah, I just feel like Partey's gonna help Xhaka, and it's gonna help the midfield in general, to be honest. But I wish we went out for an attacking mid, to be honest. Like I feel like we're a bit short.
I'm happy you said that, Carl. I think we needed 2 midfielders and 2 centre halves in addition to Saliba. Like, do you think Partey is enough in isolation to get top 4, or are we missing? Are we a couple sandwiches short of a picnic?
I think we'll get top 4. It's just, will it be top 4, or it would creep into top 4? I think that was the difference.
Like United last year, just a shameless creeping in there.
Yeah, that was the difference. I feel like if we got an attacking midfielder, I would have said, yeah, we're getting top 4, definitely. But because we haven't, it might be a sticky one. We might scrape it, which is annoying. And then I think, what's it called? Uwa was supposed to be the dude, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, man. I like him a lot, but it's like, for me, we should have had plan Bs in that car. We didn't grab him. We know we still need to address that area. Where is it?
To be honest, I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't know who the brother was until we started. We linked with him. I didn't. The only time I saw him was against Man City. Was he an attacking? Was he in centre mid?
He plays central midfield, but he's more of an attacking based player. Like if he was to name an 11, you'd kind of try and free up his roles. He tries to do the deep lying thing, but you kind of want him to get in the final third sort of thing.
Because when I saw him, I was like, we're just buying another centre mid. But then well, everyone goes into YouTube. Obviously, the YouTube videos don't really tell you the whole story, but
I give you a little picture.
Yeah, I was looking. I was like, yeah, we should have got him. And but he didn't want to come, and Arteta doesn't want players that don't want to, like, we can't persuade you to come play for us, bro. Like, if you want to play for us, you want to play for us. You want to stay at Leon, good for you. But I wish we, like you said, I wish we had a plan B as well, because we needed to go out and get someone like that. I know people want to put maybe Willie in there.
Crucial to our thing, man.
I think they want to try to put Willie in there.
We can get away with that. We can get away with that till January. You know, I can see. Do you know what? Why I'm happy with Partey? Because I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, shout out to Partey. But when we was linked with Our and Partey, I wanted them equally. But like, I'm an Arsene Wenger fan in it, so Our was the sort of DNA thing. So my heart was set on that. But I get the thinking and getting Partey. Because we can't make someone athletic in our side, like you said, with Willian and Ceballos. We can kind of not fix the creative problems, but we can do a little thing at least.
We can put a band-aid over.
Yeah. We can do a little thing
until we can afford to go out and buy. Because if we're looking at it, hella players are out in the summer, like on 1 years and that. I'm thinking Socrates is going to be, I don't even know why that brother's still here, but Socrates is going to be gone. Ozil is going to be gone.
Potentially, Luis, potentially because of his contracting, potentially. But
no, but I mean at the end of the season.
Oh, yeah, go on, yeah.
So all the players, I can't remember, I think like Mustafi done it, and it comes up to like 600k or something like that. Fam!
That's peas, you know.
We can go out and get sick players. Like, even if they're like young and they might be coming up, but we can pay the wages. And if we're on a mad team, we can go out and buy the best attacking midfielder in the planet. But we need to get into that top 4. If we get into that top 4, that's when we can pick any player that we want. Because the fact that Partey went from a flipping Champions League team, bro,
to come here, there's got to be some poor. Arteta's got to have said something to him.
A team that finished 8th, bro. We finished 8th. I don't even want to say that again. Man finished 8th.
That's how you know we've still got some
just
pool.
got into the Europa League because of the FA Cup,
Mm.
and he was like, "Yeah, I want to go to Arsenal." I think it's a London thing with African players, you know, and that's another reason why I think Abami want to say because London's lit.
It's lit. On top of having where you want to play football, London's lit. Like people like to downplay the attraction of London. Like we can't cap. Whereas it's London's great when you don't have money, but it's a different sort of London when you're like these, man. So he's gonna be comfy and the family aspect.
I just feel like London's a pull as well. Cause like whenever I go to Ghana, they don't like I want to go to England. No one goes, I want to go Spain or Italy, France. Maybe France. There's hell of Africans in France. I want to go England. I want to go abroad. I want to dance it. Like they want to go there in it. So I feel like with Africans, that's in their mind. And once they get here, they don't want to leave because it's wavy out here, bro. Like it's sick. The league's sick. Like just London sick. And I feel like that's another factor. Dropping shit.
Smash the line button, folks, man. But go on.
But I feel like that's another factor. But yeah, I wish we were bold and had a plan B and just went for another attacking midfielder just to bolster our squad a little bit because we've got a hell of defenders, but we're kind of showing attacking midfielders.
Talk to me about defenders, man. You mentioned that, like, we still, like, one thing I wanted to see is, like, we kind of know who is in the plans, and to a degree we do, to a degree we don't. There's, like, 8 centre-halves on the books, and
I know, bro.
It's a mad.
Who's fit? Which defenders are fit? So, Gabriel
Holding,
fit, so far, so good. A lot of people are getting gassed of him, but we've had bad luck with defenders. Sometimes they play good for a few months. Mustafi, Chambers went Swansea, got ripped apart. Ain't seen Chambers. Chambers has come back a little bit.
Hold it up. Last season he held it up in his
he's come back, but then till then, fam, he was he was something else. David Luiz is David Luiz. Bellerin slowly coming back.
Hey, Turkish, you need to shout out the West Indian community as well. I know we ain't got no bullies at Arsenal, but come on, man. You think Partey ain't coming for a young jerk chicken and rice and peas at some point? Are you mad?
Hey, we got Ainsley, bro. Come on.
That's the big Go on, my guy.
The defenses, and we just haven't been good with defenses. And now we've just got loads of rubbish. What do you think about Holding?
Hot and cold. You see me with Holding now, yeah? I'm not going to lie, I kind of snaked him because I was Holding FC shameless thing. And then last season, you know when a man's not giving you nothing to defend, I kind of thought, you know what, Holding, you're not backing yourself, I can't back you. But now it's just like,
yeah, man.
I'll just like, with Holding, my plan still.
Say again?
I'll keep him. He'd be in my plan still long term still. Maybe not necessarily first choice unless he earns it, but Gabriel and hopefully Saliba or a centre-half on Gabriel's level, to be on his level. And then you got a Holding in the side, a little reliable guy when called upon, when rotation. If he earns a spot.
I think we still got that Pablo Yucas.
Pablo Marie. See, we ain't even seen much of him because of injuries and whatnot.
But he had a good game against Man City before he got injured.
He was struggling with the pace, though. I think that's one thing about him. He's not on this pace thing.
Man's time is popped, cuz.
Yeah.
Raheem and the grill, and then man was like,
there's nothing he could do in that one. I think he's, based on what I've seen, it ain't been too much. He's calm. Like, Marie seems to know his capabilities. Like, he ain't going to try to passing in that.
Kind of reminds me of Mertesacker.
And he just he just looks like he's just here to do his job. And that's what I want to see, man. Like, I want people here that understand what they can and can't do, really.
We've actually got bare defenders. We've got Socrates, Mustafi, Flippy.
Oh, Socrates, forget him. He's done. He's probably
done. He's
like,
finished.
You might even get football because Arteta likes you and you back. Socrates is done, bro.
You know, Mustafi, you can because he's got the right manager. I feel like he'll do a decent job until the end of the season anyway. I haven't forgotten everything else he's flipping done because it's not. I ain't forgetting all that. But I feel like to the end of the season he'll do all right. But yeah, I feel like I don't want to get too excited because of our history with defenders. Yeah, Gabriel's done well. Tierney's doing his thing. Bellerin's slowly coming back. But then does Gabriel have a good partner?
That's what I'm saying. That's why for me, I understand the Luiz thing. For all Luiz's mistakes and so, he goes through good form and I understand it. Like, I understand while Saliba wouldn't be partnered with him, Socrates ain't levels. He might get away with Mustafi. If it's not Luiz, you're probably looking at Holding.
I have to be Holding.
you're looking at Rob Holding. It's like that's why I wanted 2 centre halves. Like I wanted Marie and I wanted someone else. Who would be your like? Obviously in the squad you need 5 centre halves. So boom, who's your top 4 centre halves and a 5th man for depth? Then if we read down to it,
we were looking at that guy. What's that Red Bull team, man?
Oh, Upamecano.
Yeah.
But I think that's why we got Gabriel, you know, because they're both they both play on the same hand side. It looked like the
it's left-footed, isn't it? Thing.
Huh?
Is
Yeah.
Maybe that's another defender.
Well, like it's not gonna. Yeah, him out there isn't that. Yeah, man. It looks like it's a bit of a weird one. It's like we tried to put all our eggs in the Upamecano basket. Didn't bang. So, we went for Gabriel, which there's no shame.
But we had a plan B with the defense.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that.
I just don't know why we didn't have one with the attacking midfielder. Like, but then some of the names that I was hearing, Oscar from that Chinese club. I was like, are you mad?
Oh, we need to stop. That stuff needs to stop at William.
I was like, are you crazy?
That stuff there needs to stop at William.
Man, I linked with Partey, that Ua guy, and you want to go get Oscar. This guy ain't touched Europe.
Going back to Upamecano, yeah. The more you talk about Upamecano, the way I want us to go back for it, he's right-footed. He plays with Gabriel.
He's right-footed.
But it looks like the Upamecano one costs too much peas, fam. But he can play on the left-hand side as well. I don't know. Who'd be your centre-half options, though?
What, for at Arsenal?
Yeah. If it came down to it, like 4 and a 5th squad guy, but 4 main guys that you'd say are playing significant football.
I think Gabriel will get a lot of minutes. I think it's gonna be Luis, you know, second in pecking order.
Holding based on
probably Holding, but I like the Pablo dude. I kind of feel like the Pablo dude's ahead of him if he's fit.
But it's that if thing.
Yeah, because I only seen him in a couple games. The Man City game, he was playing really good until he got injured. Like, it's like when Holding was playing sick and he got injured.
Yeah, and he got
kind of hoping, when Holding comes back, he's gonna be.
You're back at that level.
Been shaky a little bit. You know, I'll say Holding only because he's been playing. Then the Pablo, I want to say Mustafi ahead of Saliba because I ain't seen enough of Saliba. You know, these men are playing him in under 23s. I know I'm hearing it might be like family problems, so that might be the reason. But because I haven't seen enough of him,
you going with what you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Mustafi, then probably Saliba. Chambers.
The weirdest thing about Chambers is he's decent, but it's like he's almost out of sight, out of mind. Like if he didn't get bodied against Chelsea or whatever it was, maybe Mustafi wouldn't have got that opportunity because Arteta was messing with him.
Yeah, he likes it.
But he might just say, you know what, I can get a piece off you if you're fit. We're just gonna keep you moving. Yeah. We'll keep Mustafi for a year. If we can sell you, which he's at least gonna be here for a sec. Can Chambers go Championship? He probably could, but no one's probably gonna buy him. So he's here for at least 2 months until
January. Him out like a palace.
Yeah, but all that, it's done. I swear you can only buy Championship players now, isn't it?
Oh, now he's not even fit, so I don't even think we can sell him.
Oh, you see, I even forgot about that. You see, this is the thing. You can't even keep a track record of who is fit.
I don't even know much. I was like, I don't care about the players that are fit, guys, ready to war. But yeah, I don't think he's fit. And then Socrates, he ain't going Championship.
He ain't going Championship for nothing, boy. I tell you, if you still, well, both of us. Chip will ruin Stormzy when it comes to music, but we all know if it goes to certain levels, then it's a Stormzy thing.
Yeah, Chip is a mad thing. Like I'm scared for Stormzy because I like Stormzy. Yeah,
half a bar is long,
but like Chip's my guy, blood. I love Chip, bro, because he's just too wavy. And Stormzy was good against Wiley, but then that's Wiley gone Wiley, innit?
Yeah, that's
Chip in his prime. Stormzy in his prime. It's a bit sticky. I don't know who's. I think Chip wins that one. But I'm waiting. I want to see what Stormzy says. I want to see what Stormzy says. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you think about? Did you think Aubameyang was going to sign from the beginning, like in the middle of the season? Last year.
I saw plenty of reasons for him to stay. Carl obviously he gets the love. You see all the fans love him. He's comfortable. He feels important. The London lifestyle, Arteta thing. If Arteta never come, I don't think he signs. But I felt there's reasons to stay. But then I thought, if I'm him, it's a tough decision. Like there's reasons to stay. But if them bigger clubs really offering me decent P and just even just the chance to be part of a squad that's going to win trophies, I might have to take it because that's not coming again for me. And apparently I think he promised his granddad or something he wanted to play in Spain or one of them teams there. I don't know if that's true, but like that's why when he was linked with them Spanish clubs and he got Spanish, I was shook, bro.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, the African guys want to come to London, bro. Once we're here, they try to stay here for time. Because I'm thinking, you said that Barcelona was linked with him, innit? Oh, like, does he fit in Barcelona?
He doesn't, but I was getting that even if you don't fit in, by default, you're gonna win trophies. Man can say you're not important, you're not this, you're that, and the other.
But are they even? They're in turmoil, bro.
That as well, yeah, that is what Barca are doing.
Like they're moving like mad,
nuts.
Imagine Messi in the league as well. Flip it out.
Yeah. It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
It would have been a write-off.
Would have been mad because he only would have went City. It would have got long for us. Would you take anyone from the Championship though? Like, would you go for Buendia or Cantwell, any guys like that? Just purely because
Brentford guy
or Ben Rama? Yeah, just who I said. Yeah.
Because also in the transfer window, I want us to go for a left winger. Everyone was like, "Why? Aubameyang's there. Move Aubameyang to the middle, cuz, and just get a left winger." Like I like Lacazette, but I just feel like Aubameyang up front is just different. Like defenses are scared. I'm not really scared of Lacazette. He's just coming to twerk on man sometimes. Like
Lacazette dirty, man. That's my
I like him, but then sometimes it's like he likes to battle with defenders too much, and sometimes it's a thing where you just gotta peel off the back of him. But he likes to
just don't score enough goals. Right. He started well, he just not scoring enough goals. He's got a lot of quality.
And that's what Aubameyang's good at. So I just wanted us to move Aubameyang into the middle and just get like a left winger. I was even thinking, I thought we were going to go for Zaha, to be honest. I feel like we should have done that, man. The guy was screaming for us the game.
The people are saying, don't forget Martinelli, bro.
Yeah, don't forget him, but he's not here. I need players now. Like, he ain't here to the new year. Like, we need to be showing up, like, we're waving on these stones like quick time. And the thing is, though he's out for a long time, how long is it going to take for him to get fit again?
To get back to his best, because man say just because you're out for 3 months, just when that 3 months period's up, you're ready to
just come back and start balling.
It don't work.
Like they ease you in, innit? So yeah,
hit the like button, people. What's going on? 65 likes. What's going on, people?
Come on, man, up the likes, man. I'm here. We got Partey in that.
Coming with the energy and that. Come on.
But yeah, I thought we were gonna go for Zaha. I thought we were gonna go for a left winger, but we didn't do it. So I guess Aubameyang has to play on the left, and then Lacazette will have to hold the line. Was it 3-2 or 2-2?
I think it's 3-3. I think he's got 3 Premier League this season.
3-3. Come on, like he started the league better than I thought he would, and he's proven me wrong. And yeah, hopefully he can get some more.
It's a big season for him with the contracting question. What would you do with Lacazette, though? I think I speak for you when you say you feel him, you see what he brings to the table, but it's a bit of a sticky one in his future. Like, he's not really the Lacazette we thought we was getting from Lyon. Dare I say, if Lacazette was the Lacazette we're getting, then 6 months later we might not even went for Aubameyang.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it's with that's a hard one as well, because he might bang the season, and then it's a.
That's a typical thing to happen.
It's like, do we keep him? Do we get rid of him? And then I feel like Lacazette is the type of guy. I could be wrong, but I feel like he will get his contract, and his form will dip.
Why do people can say that about Aubameyang? You know, I'm being devil's advocate. The thing is, I'm not saying it's true. Shout out to Aubameyang, but devil's advocate.
That could happen. Like Aubameyang, he started okay. Like, but obviously, you know, he's just signed his contract. He started okay. Man scored a bang against Fulham. Has he scored since?
No, I think he's got an assist, but he ain't scored since. That's what I'm saying. Since he signed that deal, you know, I'm not saying he's fallen off because it's Aubameyang, but boy,
but you know, I feel like Aubameyang will come good. But yeah, with Laka, I don't. It's hard because we could go out and buy his equivalent, younger, faster. Better, but if he bangs a season, I feel like the heart affiliate will be like, oh, we can't get rid of that Lacazette, man.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, I always consider it. Like last season, I'm not gonna lie, he was stinking up the place as much as I like. Yeah. And I was like, nah, it's Lacazette. Man.
What would that then do to Aubameyang? Because they're boys, like
But then again, it has to remain professional. This happens. This happens.
Yeah, but then you say remain professional, but then sometimes
he's got to remind them though. Pepe's there now, you know.
Bruv, like, you can see.
Yeah, that's his brother.
Everywhere with yeah, that's his dog. Yeah, he goes absolutely everywhere with him. And then sometimes when stuff like that happens, you get a little eek in your heart, like
well, go on, what's happened?
I feel like that's what's happened with Ozil and Guendouzi. You see the little shots.
Ozil's being very smart with that. Coincidentally, by like Ozil knows.
It's a nice gesture.
Even today, 25 million followers. When he's been linked that he's not in the thing allegedly, boy.
Listen, the giving the Gunnosaurus his wages is a good gesture.
Man, that's great, man. That's the best.
But then it just shows that Arsenal and Ozil ain't talking, because Arsenal just came out and said, listen, he ain't been made redundant. He's just
back when the fans are back on that.
Yeah, which is like everyone in every job, innit? Like, I feel for him, because it's crap to lose your job, but it is what it is. And then if Ozil and Thing were talking, Ozil could have still paid his wages. Yeah, paid him out. But if Ozil and Thing were talking, be like, all right, what's going on with our mascot, bro? How are you gonna just get rid of him? He goes, oh, listen, there's no fans, so there's no point. He goes, all right, cool, but I'm just gonna pay for his wages. And they're like, all right, cool. You want to do that?
Yeah,
this all could have been done behind doors. The fact that he's come out with it, he's not in the team. He's probably going to not be in the Premier League squad. He's
playing chess when people are playing checkers, as I tweeted. He's doing chess.
And he's been doing this. Is not the first time. He's been doing it all season. And it's just annoying, because I either want Arsenal to come out and say what's going on, or I want Ozil to come out and say what's going on.
We're not finding out until he busts out, bro. Until he leaves.
That's what I'm saying. When he leaves the club, then he's bringing out a book.
That's going to be one elite, probably better than Wenger's one. Like,
yeah, but I just want to know what it is, man. I really want to know what it is. Some is saying it's I think the way the Chinese are treating the Muslims. Is that? Right?
But so basically, his stance is on political matters and whatnot.
Yeah. So and that's he was hoping that I think Arsenal backed him in that, but I just don't know. I don't know what it is. Is it because it's not good enough, or
it's not ability? Like, it's not ability. There's many things to look at with this Ozil, but currently I think we're at where we're at because clearly someone at the club leaked that remember how there was a couple of players that didn't want to take wage cuts, but only his thing.
Yeah,
all right, cool. You want to do that? Remember, you was killing me about wages. All right, cool. I'm going to pay someone else's wages. And when you talk about Arsenal making 55 people redundant, they bought a 45 million pound player.
What are you doing here?
It don't look good for Arsenal. Like I said, it's chess when people playing checkers. Because with this Gunnosaurus thing, Arsenal, I haven't seen another follow-up official statement. But like you said, they either have to come out and back it and say, oh, a lovely gesture for our player, or they have to tell Ozil no, to which he's going to get rubbed out. And whether people like Ozil or not, football fans are very emotional. So he's got to be in the team. How are you not registering him for this and that? Is it Arteta? Is it the club? Like, fam, it's everyone's being cynical. I think Arteta wants to use him, but it's a thing above. It's Ozil.
Yeah, there's nothing he can do about it. It's annoying, man. Because I feel like he can get in the squad, at least the bench.
He can hold up the bench last 20 minutes and them things, and we're paying him fees at least until he busts out. We have to sort it out.
Imagine you getting $350 a game, like you didn't even have to come to work. Are you mad? Are you crazy?
Like someone said in the super chat, I don't know why it's not coming up, but love for the super chat, my guy. Sharky said, Ozil being left out is purely political and racism. Let's be careful with the racism one. But he said, some say it's because he's not good enough. So you're telling me Ozil can't make a 25-man squad, but Willock can. And that's unfair to Willock, Let's not draw out other people. But
how you doing Willock like that?
Yeah, Willock.
He's a youngster, man. He's learning his trade, man. Come on,
man. Yeah. He's just about, allow Willock.
What do you think of Willock? I actually like him,
You see with Willock, I like Willock, but like when I look at it on a harsh thing, you don't want to be these young players that you're about for a couple of years and then you can get sold. He's turning 21. He's contracted until 2023. Decision has to be made. The things I praise about Willock is a thing where I praise them, but then I'm like, every midfielder should have that. I'm like, he's got an engine, he's got enthusiasm, he gets about. I get to that. It's like,
so he's a footballer.
Minimum middle of the park. It's like I don't think he's a 10. Arteta and the club know more than me. I don't think that role is him. I think he's a box to box. I think he can be a squad player, but out of all of the young players, I think he's been given the most opportunities and not really taking them. And I think even Eddie Nketiah to a degree is taking his chances. He's gone from being a young guy with them, man, to now keeping Lacazette sometimes out the squad. Grab his chances. It's like there's too many young players here, and it's great, but you need to sink or swim. And this is a vital season for them in relation to Arsenal. Like you look at Nelson. How much football is he going to get this season? I back him. I love that boy, but you know, there's mad blanks. Mad.
Yeah, man. I can't see else. I can't see. Like, who does he get out of the squad? Because Saka's doing sick.
Yeah.
Pepe's doing okay.
Pepe? Somebody asked that. Sorry, Abdullah wanted me to ask you about Pepe. We saying for Pepe? Hey man.
No. You know what?
Shout out Pepe.
I've said it many
I'm never
times,
gonna do him dirty. Yeah.
Nah, I ain't gonna do it there. I think he's sick. I think he's a sick player. I think he can go past a lot of players in the world. It's just his end product is not there yet. Yeah, it's not there yet. It's just showing glimpse, and then sometimes I'm just wanting to ride challenges. I feel like there's certain times where he's going through and he's seen the foul coming. I'm like, bro, you could have rid that. You could have just rid that. Maybe you need to get on the weights. I don't know. But there's like little things to his game that just annoy me. Like, especially in that Liverpool game where I think we lost. When he came on, had 2 corners. And man, the set piece guy, bro. We saw you slap 2 free kicks in one game.
I don't think he's a guy for the off the bench thing. I don't think he's an off the bench guy. I don't think he is. I think he needs to start. And that's not an excuse.
He should be, bro.
It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. But I think people need to allow him. It's like I think one thing that killed him, and we all know, is the price tag. He's never gonna. We bought him for 30, 40. We're not talking about this. That being said, he's coming to a team where, you know, he's had mad managers, different way of playing. And we don't play to his strengths. They're the excuses I give him. When I look at Pepe, decision making, like you need to decision making. Secondly, it's like bro,
like sometimes he'll shoot when he said, "Bruv, you could have just laid it off."
Yeah,
and then sometimes he'll lay it off, like, "Bruv, you could have just went on the shot." Like, that's what's missing. And
he's at that stage. He's at that stage. He's at that stage where he needs to say, okay, cool, I want to take some real development. I want to be the guy. Like, he needs to be, he's not Thierry Henry, but you see how Thierry Henry, for all his ability, he's demanding of his teammates. He knows that I'm the kind of difference maker. He's got to do that. It seems like he's still, for want of better words, enjoying football. He's got to seize it now. He's got to really give his all into football now. It's not an enjoyment thing now. It's like, even his dad said it in a paper. It's like he needs to take it to the next level. I think it's all psychological with him too.
Yeah, man. I really believe that he's gonna be sick. It's just more on him. It's just like with the flipping see that flipping Tottenham documentary when Jose Mourinho's getting onto Dele Alli. It's like, bro, I think you're sick. Yeah,
I need to show it, cuz.
But like, I can keep telling you you're sick, but if you're not gonna show me that you're sick, I'm gonna have to dim me out and put someone else in there.
I can't gas a man who can't gas himself.
You know what I mean? Like, I think I really like Pepe. I just want him, like, what he did against who did he play last? Sheffield United. Yeah, Sheffield United.
Point from Raspberry. It's a good point. Look, that's what I was saying. It's like there's a lot more to come, and he's still, you know.
Like he's not terrible.
He's coming offered. He brought stats we never had. To be fair.
Exactly. So, but I think like this is going to be a very important season for him because it will kind of gauge where he's at mentally if he can do it at this high level because he's got like young boys keeping him out of the squad. Like that man, killer man, bro.
That's why for me, Pepe needs to get madder. Because listen, shout out to Bukayo Saka. He's doing his thing. He should be saying to himself, listen, shout out Saka, but this man was nowhere near the first team a year ago. Williams 32. I'm bought for 70 million. And Arteta is even considering not playing man.
Third choice. So you mad?
This is what I'm saying. He needs to get mad. And he's got it, car towards the end of last season. He locked it down. I think the big thing Arteta wanted to see was improvement defensively. Car he was on this just man them cage football thing. Got on to him, and now he's doing that. Like you even saw, ironically, in the build up to the goal we conceded against Sheffield, he's making a slide tackle when he come off the bench. When he come off the bench, I think he did come off the bench.
No. Yeah, he did come from.
Saka did come in. I mean, not Saka. Pepe came off the bench.
He
did. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He come off his slide tackling and that. That's why I like Arteta's man management. He can kind of. I think with Arteta, it's going to go 2 ways. You're going to get the Guendouzi ones, or you're going to get the Mustafis, the Maitlands, the Ceballos. I think Pepe will pattern, but I want to be gassing you how the other wingers are gassed in the Prem. And when you get to that level, I'm not sure.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Yeah, it's just not clicking at the moment. But I feel like it'll come good. It will come good. And it's like you said, like Laka probably got angry because he's thinking Eddie Nketiah is in front of me. Are you mad? This guy's 3-3 now. Like
he don't want to lose his spot. He don't want to lose that. He don't want to lose that. And that's how it should be. Like people always talk about we've got too many players. Who's how this guy gonna play? And I get that, but same way you gotta earn your spot. Saka's plays for me every day of the week because he's playing in a way that he don't want to lose that spot.
Yeah, he wants to be here.
I'm saluting Saka. The other man, if it's Nelson and Joe, I'm like, he played all right, but I'm not thinking of you. When I think of Sheffield, Bukayo Saka, forget the goal. Bukayo before that, Saka. That's what it's got to be. That's the only way to play, fam. They got a relish competition. It's a sink or swim thing. And Bear Man sink, Saka swimming, and they need to take a leaf out of that. And Saka makes it look bad for the other youngers, even though you shouldn't judge everyone. But it's like,
bro, I'm younger than all of you, man.
Yeah, literally.
Why are you here with me?
Literally. I'm number 7 now. Bro. I'm number 7 now.
It's annoying, but yeah, I like Willock. I feel like he just. Also, what's his best? That's another question. What is his best position? What
do you think it is?
It's hard, bro. I don't know.
It's a box-to-box thing for me, but if it's not that, then I can't really see a role here.
It might have to be box-to-box because I remember I went to last year. I went up to when we had fucking Liverpool in the. Actually, that was mad. I drove up and I got there as we made it 2-1, bro. Man sat in put his bum on his seat. Man made it 2-1. We were so late. And then obviously, man saw the Willock goal when he smashed it. That's box to box, bro. That's what you should be doing all day, but we don't see enough of it.
You don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's too many moments. And he's made like 64 appearances. I've done a video on it yesterday or the day before.
64?
He's made like 64 appearances for this club. Now, obviously, it's not all been 90 minutes, but that's touching 100 still. Like, you've been given a lot of chances here, to the point where Ozil's not in the team, whether it's politically or not. So there must be some ability because everyone is playing you. But I see it. Like, I think he can have a future here, but it's a pivot thing. Like, I don't think he's of that ilk. He's not silky enough in the 10. His intelligence ain't enough. He's too wasteful with the ball. But I think when he's able to run from midfield up, man, like in that game, he's on.
You're backing up, and you just to get them, the defenders panting bare hard, running backwards on them. So you're like,
that's it. That's so decent at that.
Your heart's going like this. But yeah, he needs to do more of that. And I feel like he might be one of those rotation players at the moment. What do you think about the Guendouzi thing?
Can't lie, man. It feels like a fallen soldier for me. Guendouzi was my guy. Like, it burns. Like, listen, man, that's Arteta. It's Arteta FC, but it's like it didn't have to be this way, bro. I get it. But if you're acting up, I'm not trying to take it from a 19-year-old who's in a privileged position, not really done anything. But I think Guendouzi's gonna have a future at all levels, but I think he's going to look back and think I could have handled myself better at Arsenal. Like, I think small hope that he's got a chance coming back.
Do you think he can come back? Do you think he'll come back?
I hope, bro, that with a year, man have patterns, calmed it down. I hope so, but I think it's fine, bro. I don't think no one was on him permanently, so you just shifted him out. Hopefully he plays well, it increases his value, and he's off. Smash the like button, people. 163 likes ain't good enough, but
come on, man. Let's get this up, man.
Trust me.
But I'm scared that he's gonna go now. He's a big fish in a small pond. And he's gonna go, and his head's gonna be.
that if the club want him out, that's probably the best card. It'd be like, with all due respect to Hertha Berlin, look at it, it's Guendouzi. Some German teams might look at him, a next Prem team. We'll take out 20-odd million and say, you know what, cool, that's next season. Torreira the same. When I would like both of them to stay, but it's like the only reason Guendouzi is not here is because of him. It's not ability. Started him again. You got your own thing here. Like you have. I don't think it's necessarily the Brighton incident. I think that was the final straw. Like, he seems like a guy that annoys. I've heard a lot because I even heard that he used to, even during like the Emery days, which is mad because I think Emery wanted to buy him for Villarreal, so he likes something about him. But I heard Guendouzi was cussing Emery's in training. It's like, why are you gonna buy a dude that just cuss you anyway? I think he's ADHD. I can't lie. I think Guendouzi's a bit hyper. He can't pattern up and that. Like he's a bit immature-ish.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I'm praying that he fixes up because he's a player, man. He's a good player. Like he's not amazing. Like he's got these little flaws, but like he's actually a sick youngster that I'm upset that we might be just throwing him away.
I like his bravery on the ball, whether he loses it or not.
He's asking for it.
I just like his mentality. Like he's on this thing. It just needs to be reined in a bit. It just needs to be reined in, and he's cost it. Like he's cost himself. Like he's effed it really. What are you saying for Torreira, Carl? I didn't want him to leave. I understand it, but yeah, man, I think that could have been someone with Partey, an option instead of Partey. Just like if the City game we're playing after this, could we have gone 3-4-3, slap Partey and Torreira in there, just muscle
up it up.
Yeah, like that sort of option. Like Simeone apparently was on that, and then he lost Partey. So I don't know, man. I think losing him is a bit of not an L, but an L.
You know what it is? We needed two midfielders. We needed attacking mid, and we needed kind of a player of the ilk of Partey. Yeah? But I felt like we needed that with keeping Torreira as well. Like Torreira had to be in or around the squad as well. Maybe
Partey injured or suspended, or what misses a game. We're back to square one.
Yeah, bruv. We're finished. Got bring
rely on one man to change the thing,
That's what I thought it was gonna happen, but I think it was a lie. When we activated Partey's release clause, and then they were like, because Atletico were taking the piss, yeah, we're gonna Torreira come back.
If that's true, I respect it.
We did that.
Like,
we're gully cuss. I don't care. We're moving mad. We're the sickest, most waviest club in the
I can't lie. We're regulating like that. I'm on it.
Because that's dark. One, yeah. You leave it to the last day to activate the thing, yeah, to get a player that
we don't even have to tell them. We just have to notify the La Liga thing, and we're done. Like,
fam, we didn't even give him we didn't have to give him a phone call, bruv. Imagine that. And then he's like, you know what, we're gonna give you this player, but bring that.
Yeah.
It's like, bring that guy back in it.
The bread is
that would have taken the piss. Oh my days, but it didn't happen. But yeah, I'm upset about Torreira. But then, but it's weird because he's saying that he was homesick. I went Spain.
Fam, I don't know. Do you know what it is with that one? I just think he looked at it. There's enough South Americans in the team, South American manager, the Spanish language, hot in Spain and that. You know, the way they play football, he thought, you know what, let me get some love out there.
Yeah.
Let me just go in it. Simeone, if he remembers the player, Simeone is like, all right.
Yeah, that my sort of type guy, kind of dog work kind of dude.
Yeah, like, I don't think he's adjusted to London still. I don't think, you see how we said earlier, how London's an attraction. I think it goes two ways. I think man loves busyness, or they can't deal with it. And I don't know where he lived in Italy, but I think it's too much for man. Yeah,
it's upsetting, man. Because bruv, he's got one of the biggest memories in my fucking brain. 4-2 Tottenham, blood. Slapped it.
Fam, he was a real G. He went out like a real G, man. He went out like a real G. It like with Guendouzi, it didn't have to be this way. I'd love to know specifically what's gone wrong there with Torreira, fam. Like,
I really do think it's like
I ain't seen a man just go like.
I think it's the London thing, man. Maybe you're right. Like he just couldn't settle. Like sometimes some people can't settle in London. It's not for them.
And he got emotional with the whole, when, again, you're not emotional because you cry, but obviously he was crying for no reason, really, with the jacketing. I didn't really get that. Like he might just be one of them guys. Like, and if that's cool, but he might just have to. I think it's that.
He started crying when jacketing.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. Like, I get it, it's your dog and that, but I didn't.
Yeah, but is he? I ain't seen you lot chill together.
Yeah, like I don't like. It weren't that deep to me. Like
not even like when they do like photo shoots and like I ain't seen none of that.
Yeah.
So
I didn't understand it, fam. He just looked a bit. Yeah, it must be them. But like you said, at least he goes out like a real G with the Spurs goals and whatnot, man. I think the beginning of the end was when Emre tried to make him box to box. He was just not on it from then. His agent's been chatting for a minute about moving and that.
But bro, that Emre, bro. And he's doing a shit job at Villarreal as well, bro. He's so dead. I said his next job was going to be flipping Derby or flipping Millwall or something, bro. He's such a trash manager, bro.
And he was cheating on his girl while he was working here as well. In the day. That's why
he said, it's my girl's fault that Arsenal did. Are you dumb? Did your girl make you play this dead football? No,
this guy
blood.
is shameless, bro. See, that's why you see, have you noticed like we complain about three at the back, but we don't complain about three at the back as much as if Emre slapped it in. Cause he's on the coward thing.
Because it's just like you're playing three at the back, but you're doing it because you don't have any attack in mind.
I don't think he knew what he wanted to do, fam. He just had no clue, bro. Like he just didn't know what he wanted to do, fam. I genuinely didn't get it. Like anyone that goes free at the back and plays Mkhitaryan and Ozil on either flank, even though we won, I don't get it. Like you're doing that 1 week, then you're playing wingers, then you're doing football.
Yeah, it's like
you don't know, you don't trust yourself. Like everyone was the gas that he changed it in the second half, and then I deeped it one day because I used to gas. I was like, wait, hold on. If Donny always has to change it in the second half, he's not patterning from the start. Like,
you know what?
Like,
as you said that, yeah. You know the day I thought this guy is clueless, and it's the same Liverpool game that I was late for. Yeah, I remember did Ozil started that game, innit?
Yeah.
So I feel like I think he took off Ozil. He took off Ozil, and I think he put on Torreira.
He did something mad, and even though I think Torreira scored or something.
Yeah, no, did he score?
Yeah, I think Torreira.
No, this the League Cup.
All right, people, did Torreira score in the League Cup? I swear he did. I swear he bagged against.
Hold on.
I think he's bagged against
Let me get
Liverpool.
this right.
You know?
Let me get this right quickly. Right, quarterfinals.
Someone must have patterned that in the group chat, man. Man, say group chat in this.
Let me know, bruv. I'm out here. Line up. Who scored?
Yeah, he did. I swear he did.
Sorry, no. Did Ozil played in that game? What's going on?
No, Ozil played though. You're right about that. Ozil played. And like Robert Ross said about Emre perfectly, he played the same tactics as he did against Fulham and Man City. He's just a madman. All right, cool. He didn't bag. I don't think he bagged in the League Cup, but I'm sure he's bagged twice against Liverpool.
Right, sorry. This is how it went, yeah. So I remember my man. I think it was like we were winning, and then he took off Ozil for Guendouzi, and I'm like, all right, cool. So he's trying to shore it up, innit? He's trying to make me shore up so we don't
calm it down a bit.
And then he took off Torreira for Ceballos. Why did you keep Ozil on the field?
I don't understand what he does, bro. I don't.
Like,
Emre, the only thing Emre used to do right was actually just playing Guendouzi. And to be fair, ironically, the one thing I'll give Emre credit for is starting the building out from the back thing. It was dead. The way he went around it was dead.
Yeah. But I feel like he was forced to do that.
It was. No one was convincing.
I know they were in the meeting. They'd be like, big man, we need to play some sick football in it. Play from the back. I don't care how rubbish it is. Yeah, I don't care.
You need to make something happen.
It back and Nini puts it in our own net. I don't care, cuz. Yeah, play from the back. He's like, yeah, sorry, boss. Yeah, of course, yeah.
Ceballos though.
Yeah, I like him. Ceballos. Yeah, he's good, man. I think he's all right. When he first with Emre, I was like, who is this Don, bro? Like, he's not that great. Like,
he's not showing his ability. He's just Ceballos.
When we've put with Arteta, even with Lundberg a little bit, you're kind of seeing the player that we felt that we were gonna see when he came here, and he's showed it, man. I like the way he drops deep, like he's always asking for the ball. He's another player that always wants the ball.
He doesn't cower away. That's what we need. That's what I like about Pepe. Pepe wants the ball. Even Luis, like that season, we signed 3 men that they might not be perfect, but they all wanted the ball. So I thought we're gonna have a positive season now. I can see how they all kind of fit into the puzzle. But Emre revealed the fraud that he was. Yeah,
man. But then, with Ceballos, like he's come good. Obviously got us into the FA Cup final and that. Just wanted to drop that in there, you know what I'm saying? FA Cup final winners in 2000.
Yep.
But yeah, I feel like he's good. I feel like he's gonna play a lot of games. Do you think he's gonna get a lot of games now? Partey's here. Because I feel like it's gonna be.
For me, cause I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I think the closest we can get until other recruitments come in terms of having that energetic midfield, it has to be Ceballos and Partey. Like it has to be. They're the only ones that get around. I know people say Dash Maitland-Niles in there. I hear that. People say Joe. But I'm trying to see Partey, Ceballos. I think it's gonna be a free of Partey, Xhaka, and Ceballos, to be fair.
Yeah.
Right. Because then Xhaka's kind of protected. He's got two men that can kind of buzz around.
Yeah, and just get the ball, pop it, and then you can just find the guys on the wings or play because he's a fake Alonso, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
The Alonso was, I mean, you just the Alonso was nice.
He's that Alonso ilk. He may not be Alonso because Alonso was slapping goals in from halfway lines. I don't think I can see Xhaka doing that. But yeah, I feel like Xhaka, Partey, and Ceballos, that's going to be a nice midfield, man.
But do you think, if I'm harsh, like I think it's a better midfield, but do you think we still don't have any questions? Because obviously, take nothing away from Partey, he's a composing figure, and shout out to Saliba. But that midfield, it don't really scream out technicians, it don't scream out goals and assists, it don't scream out mad defensive. When you look at the centre mids for me in isolation, they're all decent. But when you put them together, I'm not really seeing how it fits in. Like I don't really get it, sort of thing. It's not really, shout out to Partey. I'm not downplaying him at all.
Yeah, I can see what you're going with there, but no, man, I feel like Partey's just gonna bring a different dynamic because he is a box. He can be a box to box as well.
That's what I'm saying.
So you can chip in with a few goals as well, and it might release Ceballos a bit as well to get.
That's what I'm saying. That's why for me, Partey, if Partey's there and Xhaka's there, Ceballos, you've got to be in the final third a bit more. Then, like, I don't want you getting
in the lines, maybe like
that's silky Spanish business that we need him for, literally. Go on, my guy.
Oh, say it.
Question for you. Someone said, would you rather have Ceballos on a permanent or hour?
Like I said before, I haven't seen that much of Aroa. Like I saw him against Man City, and I saw all his YouTube stuff, and I've seen what Ceballos can do. If we could have both, that would be great. It depends on what season Ceballos has this year. Actually, if it continues in the rate that he's up to this point, then I feel like we should get him. Because when he first came, I couldn't see it. But now, my whole life turned off as well.
Hey,
but to now, I feel like, yeah, like he could be a good buy, but it all depends on how he does this season. I think. What do you think?
Same what you said. It's like when he first come, like when I was looking at Ceballos, I wanted you to play every game. It's like, wow, Arsenal are lucky to have him. Why did Madrid let him go? I saw the technical ability, but for me, all I was seeing was losing the ball on the edge of our area and playing
hella turns, cuz.
Yeah,
like MJ, bro.
Yeah, man, I wanted to see how your game gets to the next level, because that's what you need for Madrid. In the last few months, like, when he got into the side under Arteta, and now I'm seeing someone that wants to get better. And I would like to keep him permanently if he carries on, but I honestly think he's going back. He's going back to Madrid, to be fair with you.
You think so?
I think he's going back. I don't know if he's going to play, but I look at it as that maybe if he plays well for us this season and he goes to Euros, they'll probably sell him. And if there is a bidding war, you know how it gets for Arsenal. For 30, 40, we can take him. When it starts getting a bit gazy,
like 60s and that.
Like, when you start hearing 45, 50, Arsenal might yeah. It's a bit mad.
Yeah, man. It's interesting, man. Like, I feel like I need to watch I keep saying ooh guy a bit more, yeah. But yeah, I would, knowing what I know about them, only in my mind, I would probably buy Ceballos on the permanent. To be honest,
we said for Aubameyang left wing.
I want him in the middle. I don't like him on the left wing, man. I don't like it. He actually just. This man said Daddy Lumba. Come on. Hey, I don't like him in the middle. Like if it was my choice, it would be Aubameyang, Pepe, and Saka, and then maybe even Willian here.
Maybe that's what I'm on. Maybe a sneaky little template, Partey and Ceballos around them.
Yeah,
that's enough to get away with it until we can revisit the situation. Like literally.
I feel like that would be a sick squad.
That's a mobile sort of front five positions.
Man. Like the interchanging between them will be so mad.
Pressing from the front.
Say again?
Pressing from the front. Can't man forget, like, as much as we want Partey to sweep up, what I want to see from Partey is, when he just steps in and stops the attack before it's happened. We need to like the whole team. And when you've got Aubameyang who's doing his thing defensively, even Laka if he starts, William puts in a shift. That's what we're on. It's sad to Xhaka. I think you can use Xhaka for the squad, but I think he's the odd man out in that. I think he's gonna play a hell of a lot. Cause Arteta's his dunny, but yeah.
Xhaka gets in the squad though, man.
That's it. So it's like it's competition, but there's favorites. Every manager's got favorites. We need to be honest. Luis are favorites right now for Arteta. We have to be real. Like
I know that from a fact. I remember flipping when I was at school, and I just got into the football team. Yeah, man was dead at. I ain't gonna lie, but still, I knew man was a favorite because basically we did training before we did. There was a training manager, then there was the manager, innit? The training manager had me starting, cuz. I was starting, blood. I was up front. I was gonna do my thing. I got on the bus, got to the school. Man was on the bench. Ask me when he put me on.
85th.
He put me on the 88th minute. No, sorry, the 90th minute. It was their goal kick. He kicked the ball. The whistle blew. Cuz. Why did you bring me on?
He's violated still. You had to swing him.
I didn't play school football ever again. I didn't play again, bro.
He's violated. He's violated.
Lost. I was fuming.
I'd have been fuming.
You just like him, bro. That's your boy. It's like, bro, man was doing bits in trading. I couldn't believe it. I was, man. That's the first time, yeah. I'll cover the pitch, yeah. You know what you see on like the real thing where man are coming on the 90th minute. I don't even get a kick. I was like, you start laughing at me. I felt it, blood. I felt it on my chest.
You felt everything that's gone through them minute. You had a new appreciation for them. Stop drawing them out.
No, I couldn't believe you done that to me. I quit that day, bruv. I said I ain't coming back. What's your school, blood? I quit school, bruv. Are you mad?
You kill me. What's your thoughts on Willian, bro?
Willian. First game was good.
Kind of seen the real Willian, ain't it?
Yeah, it's been giving solid sixes. Nothing really.
Generous still, you know.
Yeah. The only thing,
it's like five.
I'm saying sixes is because he's contributing in the moves. It's just everything else he's not doing. Like it's not like he's not. What's the word? He's not like playing terribly. He's just a number in the squad kind of thing. Now he's just filling up the numbers, and like because of the first game he had, I'm still like, all right, William might, because he's in a new different system. At Chelsea, these men were defending for their lives. They have flipping 11 man on the ball,
and that's where he used to get praised for. And then it's about going forward.
But now, yes, about going forward. But I feel like it's time for kind of excel as well, because he might even be like, listen, I don't have to do all that defensive stuff anymore. I can just do what I want, and that's on him to bring it out, which is why Pepe needs to think like if you're trying to, you have to get ahead of a guy that's playing sixes, bro.
Yeah,
come on, just 7 or 8.
Breaking news, bro. Breaking news. 2 questions now. I'm sure you've seen the Europa League squad. Ozil, Socrates, Martinelli, and Saliba aren't in it. That's one. People are in it. Yeah, and people are saying in the comments that Arsenal are trying to reopen talks to cancel Mesut Ozil's contract. What's your thoughts on that, bro? Because that's a bombshell still.
Cancel it, bro. It's like what we here for now? What we doing? Like, let me, bro. You know, are they actually gonna do it?
He's also going to chop off his band. We're going to have to give him some. That means Arsenal have said, you know what, we're going to give him a compensation package, because I'm not a mass man, but if I'm Ozil and his advisors, whatever is the length of the contract from the day you try to terminate that thing, I want my bands. So that means Arsenal have said, you know what, we'd rather just give you your millions or whatever, schedule it and just F off now, because we can't persist. You can't have your top earner
can't be doing this, bro. Like, it's just. And it's not helping the team either. Every time we go into press conferences, these men are talking about Ozil. Bro, I've got a game today. We're playing Sheffield United today. I don't want to talk about the guy that's not even here.
Talk about it. It's ridiculous.
That's mad. Yeah, cancel it, man.
And that must
be better for both of us. It'll be better for Ozil.
It's better for all parties. Do you know what that one there tells me, bro? It tells me that that's a board decision, because if we remove Mesut Ozil and what Ozil has been at this club and just look at the ability, and based on the fact we ain't brought no creative man in, there's no justification for Ozil not to be able to get a sniff in that team. So this is a political decision. This is, you know what, we're cleaning up. Socrates, Mustafi, you man are not safe. We'll deal with you. But Ozil's the big homie. This is not sustainable. Like, we can't keep having the peas we're giving. You need to go, sort of thing. It's a mad one.
What would his thing be though?
Bro,
Let's say 3 mil.
3 mil, yeah, bro. He probably.
Just give him that,
Just dash
man.
it to him now, man. Just dash it to him. This situation can't persist. Like you said, the fans are owed it mainly. He's owed it. Arsenal owed it. Just end this marriage. Just get a divorce now. Like, let's just deal with what's gonna be at this club. Like, it's a mazza. It's a mazza. I never saw that one coming. Do you think Ozil will do it? Because he seemed defiant on Arsenal's my club. I don't want to leave. I want to see out my contract. But if they're offering to give you the peas,
I feel like this is when we'll see what sort of play is. If he
really
if he sits, but then he might just need to be petty, cuz.
But then again, let me say this, yeah.
He might just sit and be like, you know what, I ain't gonna take it. I'm getting a free meal anyway, so exactly. I might as well sit it.
I might as well. But do you see it as this, yeah? Because when a player wants to leave, we always get onto them. Wants to leave a club. But when a player refuses to leave, can't we see that as someone determined to get in the side? Can't we see that as someone being an absolute sporting professional, to play devil's advocate? Even though I don't necessarily believe that.
Yeah, but could be like. I don't know him.
Do you want to go out like this? You know, I can't tell you when Ozil's last game was. You know, he didn't even get a young assist in his last ever appearance. When was Ozil's last game? It was probably what Arteta's. What was it? The last game before the restart, or was it Arteta's?
Yeah.
Either way, after the restart, he weren't involved. You know, it feels like he's only played once. I can't do that. And for someone who's been a good player for us, it's a sad way to go. I wouldn't want a guy like that, but the peas.
Yeah,
like, the main thing is the peas.
Yeah, but then, like, again, because I feel like though he's being petty, I also feel like he does like Arsenal, so he doesn't want to go out like this. I feel like he'll want to sit on the wages and be like, listen, I'm trying to get into the squad. Just even if he's just giving that perception, it might even be a thing that he doesn't want to get into the squad, doesn't want to play for us ever again. But his look, he wants his look to be like, I tried sort of thing. I tried to do a thing, but blah blah. Listen, if you really want to help Arsenal Football Club, just cancel the contract. You go America, go back to Turkey, or go like anyone will pick you up. Like, you're still a decent player.
He's still a good player.
He's 31.
Yeah, you're still like, that's what I'm saying. It's a sad way to go. You still got something to offer somewhere. Like, you're not old, bro.
Go play football. That's you're a footballer. Why don't you want to play football?
And do you know what I found weird about this year? Because when this was going on under Una Emre, we heard how the players were getting vexed. They didn't understand it. You've heard none of that under Arteta. So have they been told? The man know what's what now? The man just see where the club is coming from? Have heads of turn? Ozil still looks calm in training. He's fist pumping Arteta. You know, they're running around. Maybe that's PR card. People are watching the training session. But this is why fans are older thing, man.
Also, you need to look at who his bedrooms are.
That's the thing. Everyone seems cool with him in the squad, but the main time.
Ganzuzi looked like he was one of his bedrooms, and he's gone out with a shot.
Mustafi and what's his face, Kolasinac.
Like, Mustafi doesn't really say much. Kolasinac doesn't say anything. But then I feel like
other Aubameyans that are calm with him, like.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they're sticking. Like, I don't know if it's a doggy thing, like, or is this.
But then sometimes it's like, you know what, man, I'm earning my P.
Yeah, you got to pattern up
your situation is your situation.
Yeah, it's like, you got to Arteta and see what you can do, bro.
Imagine that.
I don't think that's fair, big gunner D, man. Love for all your support, man.
It's not even in the dressing room, blood.
I think that's.
I'm giving me a cancer. He's not even there.
Like I tried to say, yeah, I feel Ozil the person is not a problem. It's just with that's why I can see where he's coming from. I think it's with the baggage, because if I'm a player and I'm hearing one thing about Ozil, seeing the other, and I'm seeing him in the dressing room, whatever, I'm thinking in my head, yo, what going for this thing? Like, what's going on here? I don't think he's a cancer in the dressing room. I think they mess with him, but it is what it is.
I think it's a situation where it's above them, innit? It's just it's nothing really the players can do. It's between Ozil and the board, maybe.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with them.
There's nothing they can't interject. I mean, what they can do is all band together and be like, we're behind Ozil, but then we don't know what Ozil might be in the wrong.
Ozil might be in the wrong. We don't know for sure. We don't.
They said it's 13 mil. I've seen 3. These guys say, but the German is holding out for almost 3 million. The remaining 3 mil. 13 mil. Where you get 13 mil from?
Fam, I'm going off the comments, bro. This is Chris, you're a moderator. You need to get the correct information. People,
I might be wrong. Sorry.
I don't like to mess with the Daily Mail, but I'm looking on the Daily Mail and it just says there's 3 million remaining. 3 million he stands to earn.
I'm looking.
So I don't know. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too involved in this.
Nah, if it's 30 mil, I'm off. Cuz send me the contract now. You mad?
And you know what it is with Ozil?
I might not even play football ever again. 30 mil.
I'm telling you, Ozil's not going to be a guy to play football, my guy, because he's doing that investment thing with Flamini. He's got his little sponsorship thing. He's not worried about football. I think the one good thing is if he gets paid his piece, like you said, you'll see what he's really on. Car money shouldn't be a problem. You probably could be a bit more flexible if you want to go Fenerbahce, which apparently he's on, and his wife's Turkish and going and living in Turkey. You're owed that. I don't know if I would say China, but politically it's probably
he would never go China.
Yeah.
Might be America. So one of these teams might like throw their weight. Or maybe it's 13.
Bro, the YouTube community is coming out in there.
Yeah, it's 13.
13, bro. It's 13.
Yeah, 13's a mad thing. I'll take that and run, cuz.
I need to take this to Twitter myself and see what I go on. Let me see what I go on this thing. Charles Watts, he's been earning away my good books. He ain't got nothing to say. So I'm going to Sammy Mokbel, like them man there said.
Yeah, that's what he's the one that's saying 3 mil.
Yeah, on his official Twitter account, I'm not seeing nothing, man.
You know what they do? They take it from his articles, innit? He doesn't really tweet them out.
Oh, apparently it is. Like I'm on ZRAFC, another good Twitter account.
He said 3 mil, innit? That's the one I'm on.
No, I don't know if you lot can see. Can you lot see this thing? It says that he made a typo. He's saying the 3 mil.
Right.
Yeah, so it's 13. That's for another vid. That's for another. We got. Let me just finish writing this down, and then we've got someone else in the building, man. Like when I mean, he doesn't reply to my WhatsApps of doing.
I like Turkish.
I
love this guy. This is my brother.
Them famous brothers there. Like he just does what he wants. He always getting onto Ozil. You're like the same person. Like
give me hold on. My girlfriend's asking if I want pizza. I need to tell her I want pizza.
Yeah, go.
I want some pizza too.
I forget all of that. The right guy, Ozil is the topic. The guy, when it comes to Ozil, talk of paying up his 13 mil. Talk to me, Turkish man. What you saying, bro?
But what was you not talking about? The Gunnosaurus thing, or?
No. Apparently, ain't you seen it? Apparently, with the Daily Mail saying we're in talks to cancel his contract and pay him 13 mil or remaining 13 mil. He's owed.
I don't know, man. Like,
that's a bomb shock, ain't it? You ain't even. I saw your face. You didn't even know what to say.
What are you saying, Turkish? You taking 13 mil, cuz?
Well, of course I'm taking that, fam. What do you mean?
I'm taking 30 mil, not playing football ever again, brother. You mad?
I'm taking 30 mil. I'm taking 30 mil. It's up to him if he still wants to do up the video game thing and all them ones there. Like, it's up to him. 13 mil and you can sign for free with a next club and probably get signing on bonus there.
Well, I'm saying is, if he does, like, it depends on what he does. It depends. We'll see what type of football it is. Because if he wants to play football, he'll take the 30 mil and go find another club, or he might take the 30 mil and go back to Turkey or just chill out. I don't know. But then we'll see what he's really, really about.
You see that comment there? Man said I hate Ozil. I don't hate no footballer, but I don't like who. I don't know these man, fam. To hate.
You have to explain this, Turkish. It's crazy.
Hate is such a strong word, like.
We just want them to play, to perform.
Just call it as it is. Like me and Turkish disagree with Ozil all the time, but like I have to share his opinion that Ozil just like not cutting it. Like good performances, everybody shuts up. Nobody talks on the man because he's playing well, even though he ain't bagged. It's that simple.
At the end of the day, any big player in the world, if they're not really favoured in the team for 1 year going on 2 years, big clubs will come in for him. Why has no big club come to ask for Messi? Not one. Why?
No one's on it.
No one wants him. You know, so why are we as fans talking about wanting him back or this and that? Like, it doesn't make no sense to me.
Like for me, I'm only on Ozil playing if we're not going to fix the. Like for me, I share the opinion of Ozil's a good player. Technically, he's good, but we need to move on. He can't feature too tough in the side. My thing was, if we're going to keep him prior to this information, if we're going to keep, man, then in the name of trying to fix our creativity or having creative options, I felt he could have been used in the squad. Now, I wouldn't give him 90 minutes, but like Frimpon said earlier, a little 20 minutes, do up your Europa. But apparently he's not playing in the Premier League squad. He's not been in the Europa. There's now this info. They had to cancel this contract. They had to. There's only 2.5 months till Jan, but they had to cancel this then. It's like, has money always been there all along then? Because if we found 13 million out of nowhere,
I think they might have been waiting. You know what? Let's wait until the last year, innit? Because if we tried to cancel this thing 2 years ago, man would have bankrupt us.
Yeah. No, but where's the peace come from? Because we've done wage cuts and whatnot and said we need to be easy. 45.
Maybe that's what it is. See, and this is what maybe Arsenal, yeah, and now gonna say we cut these lot to pay off Ozil. And now they're gonna run his name through the mud, cuz pay you, cuz you didn't want to play football.
Yeah. Do you know what?
It's a six, man. Yeah, you can pay the Gunnaros, you can pay the Gunnosaurus' wages, but we're giving your wages to him. We're giving your wages to you, man.
Because Ozil flipped it yesterday, and you can tell they sat there late at night. How can we get this brother back? Like,
yes, Ozil.
The power, like they fully done him dirty. Like how's he
that's dark.
Like it's all
our though, man. That's what annoys me. Why is it Arsenal that's in this fucking dilemma, man? Like you don't see many clubs in a player versus club battle like this, you know. And if they are, it gets sorted out in one window. Why are we the one going back and forth for 3 years now? Like at the end of the day, if the club wanted to pay off his thing, listen to this. Let me give you a scenario. Imagine in the first week of the transfer window, we hit Partey's release clause. And we terminated Ozil's contract and paid him off. Do you know what that brings to the fan base? It's like, yes, we're doing stuff, but leaving Partey till the last day, and then Ozil coming now to 13 million. You should have done this at the beginning, and then at least the fans have something.
Yeah.
And I'd even add on to Turkish's point and say, I know outgoings is tough, but if you had more of a push to outgoings, you heard our was 50 million. If you got a Mustafi or a Socrates, even for 2 million in these things, every little helped. That could have got slapped on to bring it our on top of what what Turkish did in relation to Partey, etc. And what does that tell the fan base? You know, what does that tell Arteta? He's got, he gets to train his squad even earlier. You know, where's the money come from? Like, where's all the P's and these decisions all of a late decision come from? Like, it flips everything we're told and the rhetoric they give us as a club. Like, it just flips it all on his head. It's crazy.
But sometimes getting rid of players is difficult, man. Like, this is the last Socrates, blood. Who wants that?
But if you leave him on, fam, offer it like in, fam, 50, half a million, just take him. Eat free thing. Just get every little counts. Like, if they can't get a transfer fee, F it. That's where we are as footballers, like football fans. Would we cry if Mustafi went for free? Not to draw him out because he did all right. Would we cry? Because you're bringing in 10, 15
for free, yeah. Socrates, I wouldn't cry.
I wouldn't cry, fam. Like, I wouldn't cry. It is what it is. Like, things are free. No one's gonna cry about Ozil.
Nah, man. Mustafi cost us 40 M's, cuz.
Right, man. He's bad performances. He probably cost us 100. Like, I can't lie. He probably cost us 100 and shit.
It says a lot about the character as well, man. That's a problem we've had signing players as well. Look at Mustafi. Look at Ozil, for example. Yeah, if these men wanted to play football, take a little pay cut and move. Yeah, the main thing holding it back is the wages. Yeah, we can get a fee. And it is what it is, it won't be a great fee, but we can get a fee for them. But it's the wages that hold them back. It's the wages that stop. And if they had any character, if they had anything about them in terms of football, they'd move on and prove us wrong, or prove me wrong and prove the critics wrong. Instead, resting on your laurels and seeing out your contract up until the last day, you're not a footballer. You're not the footballer I want. I want to see you ambitious. I know Bale with Madrid. Listen, Bale went back and forth with Madrid in a similar way. But in the end, Bale's gone Tottenham.
Yeah, he's gone to play football.
Which is a risk, because he's risking his reputation at Tottenham, which he created in the Premier League, And at the same time, obviously, he's looking back at Real fans to tell them, like, I've still got it. So it's a big risk and pressure on his shoulder.
I agree with you, Chags, but I think, I don't want to sound biased, but you're kind of giving a lot of a lot of praise to Bale, man. I don't think he would have been out of there if it wasn't Spurs, though. I can't capture him.
But it's a risk for him, because Tottenham, he's at a higher level than Tottenham. It's easier for him to stay at Real Madrid. That's all I mean. He's taking that risk to go Tottenham.
Yeah.
And now we can pick up his career again in terms of opinions. We haven't really had an opinion on Bale in the last 2 years. Same way you can't have a footballing opinion on Ozil. However, if Ozil moves on to another club, does his thing, it's like, all right, we can come back and debate it. I can hold my hands up and say, all right, I was wrong. But he's not willing to take that jump. Mustafi's not willing to take that jump. So it's the character and mental of these players that are a problem too.
And I've got to be honest, they've all got lives in it. They've all got physical, financial commitments. If they deem that, okay, cool, at my stage in my career, with COVID in mind, I don't want to leave, that's fine. But that's where Turkish is fully right. You know, the call a spade a spade. If you want to do that, that's fine. But that's what you are. Like Turkish said, you know, one thing that's been an issue with our club is just comfortability. But this all comes from our poor decision making. Like even with El Nene, he's been all right this season. I'm trying to scapegoat him, but he's got an extra year on his contract because we handed it to him for no reason. We tried to get rid of him, but Besiktas didn't even want to take him. Now we have to utilize my man. You know, whether that's because Torreira and Guendouzi are gone, I don't know, but still.
Yeah, look, man, I
also feel like it's kind of in our culture as well. Like sometimes we like to baby some players. Sometimes we're not as ruthless as we need to be. Like there's bare examples. Like
Eddie and Ketia, prime example.
He caught Eddie's catching strays for no.
Eddie, man.
He's just doing his phone in right now.
I can leave it to Joe Willock as well. You know,
Joe's the one that risks the most. I can't cap to you. That's the one I'm the most frustrated with because he ain't really told me.
I can't see these guys. Like I can't see like United being like, we're gonna stick with this. The last person like that at United is Lingard, and he's off because they're trying to get rid of that guy.
After
He
giving
even moved, did he? That's mad. All right, well they still got that Lingard you. But yeah, and we've got 3 for them. Like it just seems we're kind of like we like to baby people sometimes. And sometimes you got to be ruthless.
No. Yeah,
man. It's annoying.
We've become more like I don't know what you call it, like a social club or something more than a football club. It's like, be nice to the players and they're people too. And no one says they're not fucking people. I know they're people.
Fair ground for criticism at this club.
Everyone faces criticism in some way, shape, or form.
And the thing is, we're not doing it to be mean. I want you to be better. It's just like if I'm at my job at Tesco and I'm stacking flipping tin tomatoes in the flipping frozen aisle, and you come to me and tell me why is there tin tomatoes in the freezer, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it. Oh, please don't pick on me, blood. Get the tin tomatoes out the freezer, blood.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Is that where they go? Come out the blood. I have to sack you, cuz. What are you doing? So yeah, but we're not trying to be mean. We just want you to get that fire in your belly so you can come try perform for our club, man. That's it.
Do you think the comfortability comes from living in London? I don't think that's the case. I just think it's the club because Joe 10 or so years ago at Chelsea, you get money and London's life, but you had to come and play well. And there was a season they conceded 15 goals. You know, that doesn't scream comfortable. You can't do something to that level if you're comfortable. At Arsenal, you know, the lure of the big club and obviously what we are, it is comfortable. You know, not just us, probably all London clubs right now, fans would argue their players are comfortable in them situations. And that maybe even United, there's bare man that are not United, not even Salford City players, let alone Manchester United. Like it's a mad like all clubs, in my opinion, man.
It's two extremes, man. You get too much positivity, and then at times you get too much negativity. There's not much balance in there, you know. I try and give some balance because as much as I can see the right direction, I can also see what we've left behind. So I don't want to go through that again. So you've got to keep balanced until we're confident, or until I'm confident the club is doing the right thing with these players and this team and whatnot. I'm always going to be balanced. I want to lose this balance, and I want to go to the extreme.
You want to be wrong. You want to be right.
Yeah.
Man ain't seen me happy like that. Man ain't seen me dancing with Ghanaian flags and all of this stuff yet, because obviously, man.
Relax, big man. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, that was a big thing. I can't even Arsenal.com putting it up. That's big.
Yeah. Even that,
fam. My brother, yeah. Proper Ghanaian coming.
I told you he's half Turkish, man.
At least you've had Ozil. Man, I've had Quincy Away, Agabayi, and all them man there, blood. Yeah. Man's got Partey now.
I'm not saying this and scream mate Lenars, but he sold us out and played for England. Waiting on the young yard, man. This will ruin. 10 years from now, we'll have one.
Look, this is the mentality. Someone in the comments there, Wesley, said, why do you want to pressure the team? Pressure is part and parcel of being a big club.
Bro, if you're not word from Wesley, please. That's why I always say I want confident players because things go wrong, you know. There's not like a footballer might try 10 passes, 9 passes, and the one time he does it, it doesn't bang. and he's done it 9 other times. I want you to still have that confidence to do it again, regardless of people getting onto you and making mistakes. You need to play for Arsenal. You know, there's going to be times the fans are wrong to kind of doubt you lot, and you lot have to have the confidence to go beyond that. Pressure is at all clubs. It's a privilege. You don't want to be pressure. Don't play professional football when it's on TV and whatnot. Like Turkish said, there's balance, there's fair criticism. You know, man are human, mistakes happen. But you know, you're in a unique position, and I'm not saying they deserve it because they're human, but I'm sure all of us sitting here would take being a footballer if it meant, you know, if we're good and we get praised on Match of the Day, or we get mad highlights of playing rapport. You know,
I'm not gonna lie to you. If I was a footballer, I'll do exactly what Ozil's doing right now.
Too nice, man.
I'm too lazy.
I'd have been on the United if Arsenal tried to rub me. I'll be playing Fortnite and the rest of it. I can't even lie. But it's when you're getting dashed away by Adidas, it's peak. I can't even lie to you.
That's mad, isn't it? Jeez, that is mad.
I don't think you man would act the same way. You know, it's easy to say you'll sit back and get 350k, but at the same time, you won't know that until at the end of the day. Listen, Ozil's been getting pressure for 2 years in terms of the fan base. If he left when he was 29 years of age, he's still got something to move into. He won't make the same money, but he can build.
It's up there though. It'll be up there.
Yeah. Instead, what he's doing now has had an impact on his reputation, you know, and he's continuing to have that impact. He's not trying to fix the reputation that he has created.
And to be fair to Ozil as well, even fans that hate him, do you remember in the build-up to that contract, based on that form, whether he's playing for the contract or not, he was playing effing amazing. So it's like, if you're ready to ride the praise, not saying just Ozil, but if you get all that praise, you have to get the same energy. Of course, some people are on the scapegoating thing and whatnot, but nobody talks about that. Especially with Turkish in particular, everyone's there when he's getting onto Ozil. Like, it is what it is. Like, if Ozil was doing the Ozil business, we wouldn't be sitting here talking about it. And I love Ozil. We do appreciate we're in Europe, man. Like,
no. Appreciate Europa League. Never.
I appreciate the peas that we're getting as a club, but
I'll never appreciate Europa League, because we're not that level. We're not meant to be that level. We might be playing at that level the past 10 years, but it's the way the board have made us think. We can't appreciate just Europe. Don't forget, we turned our back on our best ever manager, the legend that is Arsene Wenger, because we was tired of just
doing the business,
raising ambition. Now I'm going to be happy with Europa League. Nah, that's the standard going from here down to here from some fans. You need to keep it up here. Yes, you can admit we're not a Champions League team right now, but in terms of stadium, in terms of finance, in terms of ticket prices, in terms of brand history, we're a Champions League team. I'll never ever settle for Europa League.
At minimum, we should be getting into the top 4. Come on, man.
That's the ambition. Right? That's the ambition. Just top 4. Until we're not in fair enough, we participate in the Champions League really for bants. If we're 100% honest, we're not serious.
But we should be there.
We need to get back in there. Europa League, I'm not happy with it. When it was UEFA Cup, it had more prestige. It's genuinely a competition for failures. You know, shout out the teams with relative that get there, but you're in that because you missed out on top 4. Teams that don't go down. That to me is failure. Like, if we win it, it's a success because we're crap, but it's a B team competition. Yeah, it's the have not.
Even the music's trash.
I can't mimic it.
Sounds hella aggressive, blood.
There's no prestige to it at all. Frimpon, where'd you get them shirts, man? Some people keep asking.
I didn't. This is not me. Nick Bright, he sent me this shirt. I think he's giving them away. He ain't selling them. So if you go onto Nick Bright's Instagram, you could try win one. But I don't think he's selling them.
Not everyone's a celebrity like Frimpon getting reposted by Arsenal. I
might have to make some of them.
I wish. Send me more free stuff, man.
I'm sending you a Turkey shirt, fam. You better put that on.
I'll wear that, you know. I'm not even gonna lie.
You send me the Ghanaian one, I'll send you the Turkish one, and we'll do our thing.
I can't afford the Ghanaian one, but send me the Turkish one.
Smash the like button, please. Couple more questions because we've been here for a minute. Couple more questions, folks, man.
What are we going with? Oh man, but yeah, man. I'm upset that this flipping the international breaks come now, man. Like I said at the beginning, I wanted us to go from the start. I want to see how we do with this Partey guy in the midfield. I'm hoping it can get us into top 4 because I don't see us. We're not getting like I know Liverpool and City ain't doing too well, and they're supposed to be going for the title, but we're not up there yet. And people getting gassy and we're going to win the title. Relax. But top 4, I can see us getting.
I just want to see more of a push of it, man. Like more of a fight. Like, I'm not talking in January how there's no possibility we're not
also like
that's what I see, fam.
also I want to like because we've been winning games, but the performances ain't been crazy, innit? The only crazy one was Fulham.
And that's one you should be winning like that.
United, the performances are Emery-ish. And I don't say that because of Emery. I say that because the quality is not there. Remember, we smashed Fulham 5-1 away under Emery and sang "We got our Arsenal back." We beat Fulham 3-0 this season.
The second half to do that as well.
Yeah, it's the same story rewriting itself in different ways.
Like we only beat Sheffield United because of 2 moments of brilliance, and we just need more of that. Not more popping around the back. Oh, that Sheffield United game.
That 19-pass move that everyone wanks about should become the minimum, and I think Arteta is trying to do that, but the players have got to take responsibility. Why has Arteta got to take you in at halftime and say, "Listen, shoot, play something"? Everyone wants to play when the sun's shining and it's cool. We need to set levels from the start. Like, we need to set levels from the start. Do you think Martinelli's a future Ballon d'Or winner?
Potentially.
Yeah, still a bit early. We don't know what Martinelli's coming back after this injury, man.
Exactly.
Like, it's a bit mad when you're young and you're getting injuries like this, bro. So we don't know what he might keep breaking down, and then
Bellerin was the coldest right back when he was coming through. He created the most chances, I think, in Premier League.
He used to be like another. Honestly, he was like another winger once. Bellerin used to be
got injured and he's just coming back. It seems like he's just coming back. Obviously,
second half of the last game, he looked like Bellerin of old. First half, he was moving a bit shy and iffy on the right hand side. But
even I think it was a goal when he set up for Liverpool. When he set up a goal for Liverpool, when he just twined it past one guy and went forward. Was that Liverpool? Yeah. Like that's the Bellerin and we need to see. And hopefully it continues. I'm hoping it continues.
Who's you man? What's your man's top 4?
Who's going to finish in top 4?
I
think Liverpool win the league. I think so. I'm not sure about City, you know. I want to say.
You don't think City will get Champions League football?
No, I don't think they'll finish. I'm thinking if they'll finish second or not.
Okay.
It's between City and Chelsea. I'll say City. Arsenal, Chelsea.
I'd probably go Liverpool, Chelsea, City, Arsenal.
Liverpool, Chelsea. I'm gonna say Arsenal with my heart. I think Spurs and Everton, if they keep it up, I know it's just the first quarter, they could present some issues, but I'm gonna vote with my heart for Arsenal. Lidge.
I'm still not sure about Chelsea, to be honest. Like
it has to gel. It has to gel.
Yeah, it doesn't gel. Like we haven't seen it gel at the moment, so I'm not sure. I feel like they've bought too much, and it might have disrupted what he did last year. But yeah, I think we'll finish third, to be honest, and then Chelsea.
All I want to see is some intention. Like I just want to see like we've got a bit closer at that if we miss out. I don't want to miss out, but if we look like we're moving towards that, because that's how the Premier League's getting. It's getting where it's a top 6, top 8, whoever's gonna win it, whatever thing. We just need to show we're up for the fight, man. Really and truly. Legit.
That's all we want, man. You just want to show that you kind of you want this thing. You want to be in the Champions League. Last year, bro.
If you're not in top 4, I don't give a fuck about top 6 and top 8 and all of this shit. If you're not in top 4, I don't give a shit. And once we're in top 4, once we're in top 4 like we was with Wenger, you start giving a shit about 1 to 4. Like, you forget about 5 to whatever.
But fitness is irrelevant
about that. But until we get back top 4, that's when I want to start thinking about the bigger things. Now, if you're not making top 4, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
That's it. It's a difference, and people used to laugh at Wenger for finishing 4th and the financial rewards that it comes with. I'm not saying I'm ambitious to finish 4th, but it's vital that becomes a minimum. So if it's 5th, 6th, it's all irrelevant, man. It's all irrelevant, man. Last question, who's been you lot's player of the season so far in the Premier League?
Right now? This season? What? Any player?
Any, yeah.
Calvert-Lewin.
Good shout.
I'm gonna say Rodriguez because I thought he was gonna flop.
Good shout.
Fair one as well, yeah.
I thought I was like, he couldn't play for Bayern, couldn't play for Barcelona. He must be dead. Like the reason he's going to Everton because he's dead out. This guy is Dr. Waterblood. He's been performing, bro.
Yeah.
Like he's actually shocked me. And I would have said Cavalier as well because I thought he is dead.
That's what I'm saying. I thought that, and he's playing out of his skin. Like within reason, you kind of expect James to do this because he's a quality player.
Yeah.
You didn't think like relative to him, he's able. So I give it to him. Like he's moving.
To be honest, a few people are saying Son, and that's a good shout
as well.
That's a good shout. I'd say Calvert-Lewin, James, and Son were probably top 3.
I wouldn't say Kane's the best, but I think Kane started relatively well. To be fair to him.
Yeah.
Lacazette.
Yeah,
free, man.
Shout out to him for sure. Hey, Bukayo Saka, maybe not. That's a big.
He hasn't played that much games.
He played well, but yeah, they're gassing it there. What about Willian?
No.
Hey, Salah as well. He's been all right.
That's the next one I'm going to have to talk about soon. I already know it. In about 6 months, I'm going to be talking to fans about Willian. I'm going to say, what happened to that hype? Look at him now. We got him for 3 years, mate. 3 fucking years.
He revealed himself against Fulham. Like, do you know what? He's a squad player. I expect everything he's doing now. I expect that, but it's like man think we're gonna get this brand new Willian when you say he's known to the Prem and all of these things, but then in the same token, people expect a new Willian. Then you contradict yourself. If you know what he's about, can't expect more.
Yeah, people reinvent these signings, same way people didn't know much about Gabriel, but they're still tracking his playing and stuff. Like, leave the guy to come here, stop putting pressure on them. With Willian, it's like, we've taken Chelsea's best player, we've taken Chelsea's legend. No, we haven't. Chelsea have let him go, and we've picked him up. That's all that's happened.
We're just smart.
I just felt like because he was always in like a defensive team. I would like to see him in a more attacking one to see how he will cope in it. So far it looks the same, to be honest. But let's give him a few games, man. Let him show in the new club and that. Come on, man.
This is it, man. No, I'm not. Do you know what? I'm just looking at him to be just complement the side. When called upon, you play all right. I don't think I'm looking at Pepe to score the goals and make the difference because Willian isn't necessarily productive. I'm literally just looking at an okay squad player. That's all I want from Willian. That's all I like. That's all. I can't ask for anything more because that's all I've seen of him. Like I don't think he's gonna come here and be a difference maker. It's too late in the day for that from him. He's decent though.
Yeah, man. I mean, you ain't gonna get 8s and 9s out of him. You're gonna get 5s, like 5s and 6s. Like if it's just solid 7s, it's like cool. You did your thing, but he's not even getting that, and it's mad.
Summed it up perfectly, man. But I've had you man here for time, man. I have to lock this off because, like these lot are saying, my show with rants and Matisse. Let me go get that one cracking, people.
Jeez, man. Like,
plug yourselves. Like, I can't imagine they don't know who you two are, anyways. But in the event that someone's here for the first time,
oh yeah, man's Frimpon. I was dancing to Partey as he signed in it. You probably seen it on the Arsenal thing.
The guy's big smile.
yeah. Time is there. I'm gonna wait to get that one out.
2 years ago, me and you talked outside YouTube.
I told you 2 years ago, this brother said to me, "You see you're gonna do something." I was like, "Shut up, man! Come on, man."
You had 8K on Insta, and you was like, it's like I'm like, "About 10K soon come, 20K soon come." Look now, fam.
It's actually mental to me.
Man's looking at the young talent and signing them up.
For real, like
we ain't finished yet. We ain't finished yet. Let's carry on. Let's go. That was actually mad. Even when they went,
crazy how life works out, man.
All the people that have been told me that, listen, you're gonna do something. I was like, nah, man, come on, man.
It's the same with Deluded.
I'm only doing this for fun, man.
It's the same with Deluded. A couple of years ago, I said to you when you had 5K YouTube, you had under one.
No, not even 5. It might have been less than that, bro.
I was like, don't worry, fam. What you're doing, the real win.
Resonate, innit?
Yeah. Like I said, Turkish Wenger, mate. Turkish Wenger. Before anyone seen it. Like, well, you could be a good player.
Man gave us the Wenger smile, blood.
All we need is, I don't know who David Dean is, but he's doing job.
It's human's character, man. It's human's character, man. That's what it is. I can tell a good character, a real character when I see it. And both of you are like, you deserve what you're getting and what you're gonna get moving forward, man.
Oh man, Turk's only saying this because he's going Hollywood. I could get tears, man.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man. Fucking beautiful blood. Blood.
That man, then, man.
Cool,
Go
man.
do your thing, Deluded. Go do your show with Rance, Frimpon. You got a meeting at Arsenal HQ, I know. So you lot do your thing, man.